You're welcome.
You can take the floor. You can take the floor. Just take the floor. Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, Mr. Chukura.
Okay.
Good evening.
I want to thank you very much, Naomi. Thank you, everyone. I want to welcome us to this brainstorming session, possibly a way of going over what we have learned before, so that if there are any areas we can, it's going to be an interactive section. It's not just a one-sided communication. It's going to be two ways, and wherever we have any issues, so we'll see how we can look at it together and resolve it. The goal is that nobody should be left behind. So whatever questions we have, possibly maybe we'll go around, probably starting from VLOOKUP. If there's any issue that anybody have, we'll just look at the the document that Mr. Okiki dropped, and then we can just take it up from there. Then if there are other things also we also need to look at, we'll now flow along together. So please, I hope we are good. Are we good?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we are
are.
good. We are good. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I will just share my screen and look at the book.
Sorry, hello, sorry to interrupt you. I want
I'm with
to
you.
ask if the assignment we were given, because there's a
Okay.
particular portion that I
Okay.
don't really understand. The ifs for member.
Okay, for member.
Do you
Okay.
do you remember
No,
that if you
no
can look
problem.
at it, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
No wahala. Let me bring the question out. Intentionally, I actually did not mention the assignment because Mr. Kiki said he's going to give us the solution before Sunday. That was why intentionally I didn't want to talk about it. But no problem, since you've mentioned it, we'll look at it. I suppose you are talking about customer segments, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will share my entire screen. So can we see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Now on the ease for the customer segment, they say create a new column. Customer segment based on the following criteria. Of course, one thing we must understand, the question is clear. They say we should create a new column. That's an additional column to the data sets we were given. And they were given about 4 criteria. They said if customer type is member and rating is greater than or equal to 7, then loyal customer. Said if customer type is member and rating is less than 7, then standard member. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. And then they said if customer type is normal and rating is greater than or equal to 7, then potential customers, otherwise new customer. So let's look at the data sets. Now, from what we did, okay, let me just create another column. So we'll just see how it works. Now, if you look at the customer type, now what I did first, actually, I converted the data set to table, and then it will help me to look at the type we have. From the data set, it's obvious that we have just 2 customer type, member and then normal. So having established that, we'll go over this thing again. Now, if you look at the question, they said if customer type is member and rating is greater than or equal to 7, then loyal customer. If customer type is member and rating is less than 7, then standard member. From the question, you will understand that, of course, we know it's an if question, but the criteria now is combination of 2, that is and. What I mean is, number 1, member and rating is greater. So technically, that one will tell us that we are going to use if and in resolving this question. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes.
So we are going to use if and in resolving this question. Sorry, please hold on for me. I'm coming. Sorry. Okay, can we see my screen now? Sorry about that. Can we see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want us to go through the condition. So we're going to use if and, because there are two conditions to tell us whether it's a loyal customer or whether it's a potential customer or whether it's a what, a new customer. So that's why we're using if and. So I said equals to if and then and. The essence of putting my and, because we are combining two criteria. One, criteria from customer type, and then criteria from rating. Those are the two things we are combining together for us to determine the segment of customer. Do you understand? So that's why I'm using if and. It means that the two conditions have to be what? Fulfilled. Are we together? Let me hide some of this row so that it will be easy for. Sorry. Hide. Okay, so I know I'm making do with customer type, and then I'm making do with rating. Okay, this is my rating. Okay, let's go. They say if and what's the first condition? The first condition is what? They say if customer type is member and rating is greater than or equal to 7. Yes. So we said if and customer type, I'll choose this. Abi? They say if customer type is equal to what? I need someone to read the conditions for me. The first condition.
If customer type is member.
Okay, it's equals to member. And what?
And rating is equal to 7, or is greater than 7. Sorry.
And rating is what?
Is greater than 7.
Is that equal to? And rating
No,
is
it's
greater than or
7.
equal to 7. No. Are you sure? The first condition, if customer type is member and rating is greater than or
Greater than
equal to
7.
7. That's the first condition. No, let's check. Are you sure it's greater than 7? It's greater than or equal to?
Greater than or
It's
equal.
greater than or equal to.
Greater than or equal to 7. Okay. This is what I'll do. I'll paste that condition on the chart. So I've pasted the conditions on the chart. So just give me. They said it's what? Greater than or equal to 7. Is that not true? Greater than or equal to 7. Abi?
Yes, that's what it is.
So what do we call that? What do we call that member?
Loyal customer.
Loyal customer.
Okay. We'll call the customer loyal customer. B. They said if customer type is equal to member and rating is greater than or equal to 7, we'll call the customer loyal customer. What's the next condition? What's the next condition?
If customer type is member
If customer type is member,
and rating is
I'll
less
say
than 7.
Okay, if and, then I'll use if and again. They say customer type is equal to what? Second criteria is equal to what?
Less than 7.
If
Less than 7.
it's
Member.
Then standard member.
Okay, second criteria. If customer type is equal to member,
Yes.
and rating is less than 7.
and then rating is what? Less than 7, Abi?
Less than 7.
Rating is less than
Then
7.
then standard member.
Then we'll call it what?
Member.
Standard member.
Standard member. Now, if you look at my I don't know if you can see my intelligence. That's what we are following. What is showing. You know, they said if, then the next thing is logical tests. And that is logical test we have done. The logical test has to do with the criteria. And then the next thing is value if true. If these two conditions are met, what should it give me? Standard member. Are we together? In Excel, once you type an equal to, it brings the different function, and you select the function. It's going to give you different arguments. The argument needs to be followed accordingly, or else you get error. I'll do the next one so that you just check. Now, value if true, standard member. That's why my value if true is what is bolded. The next condition will now be if the logical test, and that's the logical test I'm doing. Now, what's the logic one? The same thing will go again. We said the third criteria is what? If customer type is what? Normal. I'll move to customer type. Is equal to, that's my logical one, is equals to normal. And what? Rating is greater than or equal to 7. And my rating is greater than or equal to 7. That's logical 2. Then value if true. It should give me what? Standard. Sorry. What's the third criteria?
Potential
customer.
customer. Yeah.
Abi?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the next one?
There's the last one.
Otherwise.
New.
Otherwise, new customer. So all I just need to do is, since if all these conditions are not met, that will become value if false. Otherwise, new customer. And then I close my brackets. Let's look at the criteria before we click equal to. Said if and the first criteria, they said customer type is equal to member, rating is greater or equals to 7. We said we call the customer, the segment of customer, loyal customer. Then if and customer is equal to member, rating is less than 7, we say they call them standard customer. Then if and customer is equals to normal and rating is greater than or equal to 7, we call them potential customers. Otherwise, call them what? New customers. And then Click cost. Okay. I think there should be another closure. We have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. Let's see. There's a problem with this formula.
I think
Let
it's
me
just
check
3 at the
something.
end. The brackets, there should be 3.
Let me. Okay, 3.
Yes.
Okay. There are how many conditions? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's it. Thank you very much. So that's just it. Say if and customer is equal to member and rating is greater than or equal to 7, then we'll have loyal customer. If and customer type is equal to member and rating is less than 7, we call them standard member. And then if and customer type is equal to normal and rating is greater than or equal to 7, we call them potential customer. Otherwise, call them what? New customer. So that's how we got it. Any question? Of course, we understand why we are using if and, because our question, based on our criteria, the criteria for our question, there must 2 conditions has to be met for you to determine the customer segment. That's why we're using if and. Are we together?
Yes.
Please, any confusion, any confusion?
I'll try it first before
Okay.
I'll come. Let me practice it first. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. You're welcome. So having done that, I hope there's nobody have any question relating to the assignments. Other ones will be treated by Okiki. Except you have any other things we also need to look at. Then we can resolve that.
Yeah, there's one other thing that I practiced and I did not get. I think it's the
Okay.
let me see. The VLOOKUP. The VLOOKUP.
VLOOKUP, okay.
Yes, the data set it gave us. The questions.
Okay, let the data set.
Yeah, those questions that
Okay.
put there. I tried that. I got the first one, but from the second one, I don't know. Everything just.
Okay.
So if you
Let me open. Okay, no problem. I'll look at that now. Remind me, what's the name of that document? What's the name of that document?
It's VLOOKUP.
Okay, VLOOKUP class. Is it VLOOKUP class tutorial? Remind me.
Yeah, I'm trying to open it. I'm coming. Please give me a second.
Okay, no problem. No, it's not this one.
I think it's just VLOOKUP.
Let me see. Dive bootcamp formula is it. Let me see this. It's not this one. What's the name of the Excel document? That's actually my asking.
Is it not VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP bootcamp 3 or something? VLOOKUP sample data 3.
Data sets for. Okay, no, that's Python. VLOOKUP.
Oh, no.
No, it's not it. It's not it.
It's not it. I got this one online. I think it just
let me check. Excel formula and this lookup stats. Is that it? Let me see. It's not this. Please, someone should remind us. What's it? I know I have the document, but I'm trying to.
I have it too, but I renamed it.
It's not VLOOKUP, just
I think I renamed it. I don't know what's the original name. I renamed it.
Sorry?
VLOOKUP. That's the name. There's no other name that is attached to it.
Exactly.
Okay,
Just
VLOOKUP.
VLOOKUP.
Yes.
Yes.
VLOOKUP. Maybe I have to go back and download that document again. What I'm having as VLOOKUP class tutorial is different. Okay, let me open this. VLOOKUP. Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it.
From 17th of
I've seen
February.
it. That's VLOOKUP class tutorial. Okay, let me share this. I'll share it now. Window. Share. Can we see my screen? I think it's this one, Abby. Then these are the questions he dropped.
Yes.
I'll just
Yes.
Yes.
let me that's it, Abby? Okay.
Yes.
I've done it. So I'll just create another copy and then let's see how to go about it. Okay, for the first one, we have gone through the data sets. We have distributor ID, distributor name, country, we have the product code, the sales channel, the date sold, and then the month sold, the quantity, unit price, and then the revenue. Now, the first question, problem 1A. They say your team has been given a list of transactions that require additional follow-up. Identify the associated distributors below using VLOOKUP. They say we should identify the distributor ID. They want us to, that with this distributor ID, let's get the what? Distributor name. Are we together? They've given us one of these IDs here. We are now going to look up for that value on this distributor ID, and that's what we call the lookup array. And then with that distributor ID, we are now going to get the name of the distributor that is associated with that distributor ID. And the distributor ID for this is 23265. Yes or true?
Yes.
So our name equals VLOOKUP. What's the lookup value? The lookup value is the identifier, the particular distributor ID. That's what we call the lookup value. And our lookup value is this. Yes or true?
Yes, please go on. Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Then I press comma. The next argument is what? The table array. Before we continue, we know that look for a value starting from your left to your right. Yes or true?
Yes.
So that's the way lookups. So it's if from this table, let me just escape table from this. I want to get look up for a revenue amount here. That with the respect of the lookup amount for the revenue, to get the distributor name, lookup value will not work. Because lookup value doesn't go from right to left. It goes from the very left column down to your right. That's the way look out for values. Are we together? So that, but this one will work. This particular one will work because our lookup value is on the left, which is our distributor ID. And then we look up for this table and then look up for the distributor name associated with that lookup value. That's what we're doing here. So this will be equals to VLOOKUP. My lookup value based on the argument. The first argument is what? Lookup value. This is my lookup value. And then I press comma. The next argument is what? Table array. What's my table array? My table array is the entire table. The entire table. So for some people will tell you, since I'm looking for value on the distributor name, I may not necessarily select the entire table array. But me, I usually select the entire table array such that if I want to do any other thing, probably I want to add a colon in between colons. That lookup value will be dynamic and select whatever it needs to select. So that's why that's my own this is so I'll just select the entire table array. I press my distributor ID and then I hold my Control Shift, press my right arrow, hold my Control Shift, press my down arrow. So I'll select the entire table. Are we together?
Yes, yes, yes.
Please repeat. Please, sir, repeat the
Then the
control
next thing,
shift.
okay, let's go over again. Equals to VLOOKUP. Abi, my lookup value, that's the first argument, is this. I'll press comma. The next thing is my table array. I go to my table. I select my distributor ID, which is the header. I hold my shift and control. I want to select the entire table so that I don't need to be using my mouse to drag down. Where the table are, the rows are so much or the columns are so much, you might not need to do that. So all I need to do, I'll select the first header, my shift and control. My right arrow, I want to select the entire column. I'll select the entire column. I'll press my right arrow. And then I want to select the entire row. I'll press my down arrow. Still holding down my shift and my control. I'll press the down arrow. So it will select the entire table. Are we together?
Yes, thank you.
Then I press comma. The next argument is colon. What are we looking out for? We are looking out for what? Distributor name that's associated with that lookup value and is on colon 2. My distributor ID is colon 1. Distributor name is colon 2. Country is colon 3. And that is how it goes. But because my interest is on the distributor name, my colon number is going to be 2. Assuming my interest is on country, my colon number will be 3. If my interest is on product code, my colon number will be what? 4. And that is how it goes. Are we together? And then I press comma. The next thing
Repeat that. I'm so sorry. Please repeat it.
Okay. I selected 2 because what I am looking out for based on the lookup value is my distributor name. From the data set, from the table array I've selected, my distributor name is on colon 2, this column. If I'm looking out for the country or for a country based on that lookup value, I'll put 3 as my colon number. Are we together? I'll put 3 as my colon number. If what I'm looking out for is on this column, that is, if it's on this what's the next column? Okay, sorry, let me draw my IntelliSense down. Okay, I'll press comma. If it's on the product code, my column number is going to be 4 because I count from my distributor ID 1, 2, 3, 4. If what I'm looking out for is on sales channel, my column number will be 5. If what I'm looking for based on the lookup value is on date sold, my column number, that's my column index number, will be 6. And that's the way it goes. But based on our question, we are looking out for a distributor name using that lookup value of distributor ID. So I'm going to put 2 here and then put comma. And then we'll now select either approximate match or exact match. Of course, from what we're taught, it's advisable you use what? Exact match. So I'll select false. And then I'll close my argument and then press equals to. So that's how I got URL Benton. We can always prove that. If you come here, click on this and do control search. do Control F, then press the number, click next, check the value. You'll see that it falls under, let me see, where is it? This. Look at the distributor name, Jurel Benton, so we are correct.
Please, could you come again on how to? Sorry, please, could you just recap on how to select the table, please? I was trying to put on my system by then, please.
The thing did not even show. It didn't show at all. When you were inputting the formula, it didn't. We're just looking at the table.
Oh, as in the formula didn't show?
No, it did not show.
Are you saying this formula didn't show when I was typing in the formula?
Not show. It didn't show. It was the table we were just looking at.
Wow. But can you see on my formula bar, can you see the formula I used?
The formula you used on your bar, I can't see anything. Sorry.
But you can see my screen, Abi. Look at the formula bar. I'm talking about this formula bar. This is the formula.
Okay, yeah.
Can
I
you
see the
it?
formula now. Yes, please.
That's the form. This is what we call the formula bar. So you can see. So that's what you should be. That's what you should be looking out for. I'll do the second. I'll do the first one. All this. Okay.
Please just do that. How to select that table? I just need to know how to select that table.
Okay, no problem. We'll go over for the second one. Equals to this is my lookup value. Abi, VLOOKUP. Abi, my lookup value is this. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Just look at my formula bar. Look at my formula bar where I'm overing my cursor. Can we see it?
Yes.
Okay. Then I've selected my lookup value, comma. Then the next argument is table array. I go to my data set. That's where the table is. I'll select A1. That's the distributor ID, the first ID. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Then I'll hold my shift and control. I want to select the entire header. I'm selecting across the column. You understand? So I'm going to use my right arrow because I'm going this way. I'm going towards the right. After holding my shift and control, I'll press my right arrow. Can you see? It has selected the whole heading from distributor ID to revenue. Are we together? Then I now want to select the entire row. I'll now press my down arrow. Down arrow. So what it does is, once you use your arrow and your shift, it selects the active cells. So because this is where the circumference of where my data set occupies, so it will only select those particular cells. If you can see from the formula bar, you will see that it is selected as table 1 all, meaning it's selecting the entire table. Because this data set is already converted to table. That's why it's seeing it as table 1, then all. Of course, we know that the name of this table is table 1. If you go to once you click on your table, you go to your, there's a table bar that will come up, menu that will come up, and then you could see the name of the table. Based on what we are seeing here, the name of this table is table 1. So I've selected the entire table array. The next thing is what? 2, which is my column index number, because I'm looking at it on column 2. Distributor name is on column 2. And then I press comma, then exact match, which is false. So this is what? Anika Tillman. So that's the answer. Any question? Just excuse me for a minute, please.
Excuse me for a minute, please.
Please, any question?
Yes, please. Is there
Any
anything you did
question?
to the
Any
data?
question?
Yes, I have a question, please. Is there anything you did to the
Okay.
data?
Okay.
Because I am not, when I did, I got to how you selected it. You understand? But it's not
Okay.
giving me,
Okay.
it's not giving me that table one all. It's actually giving me another set of data. And when I did everything you did, it's giving me
Okay, so what's
okay.
giving you?
Okay.
Why
So what's
select
giving you?
everything?
It's giving me VLOOKUP exclamation mark A1 range to I108. It's just giving me the range
Okay,
of
because
values there. It's not giving me a
Because
table.
okay, I know what
okay.
happened. What
I
happened
know
was
what
that
happened. What happened
your
was that
data is not
your
converted.
data is
Your
not
data set
converted.
is not
Your
converted
data
to
set
table.
is not converted to table.
Okay, that's why, right?
Your data set is not
Your
converted
data
to
set
table.
is
That's
not
why it's
converted to
giving
table. That's
you.
why it's giving you.
Why is my voice echoing?
Why is my voice echoing?
Uh,
Uh,
Okay, then let's try
let-
this again.
but okay, but that was how the data
okay,
was
but that
given
was
to
how the
us.
data was
Abi,
given to
or
us.
was it?
Yes,
Or
yes. That was how the data was given to us.
Let me.
But I've just converted it to table now to see if it will work. So let me go and select it
Okay,
again.
okay.
Let me just select it
okay. If
again.
you
I just
for
converted
you
it
now
to
to
table now.
convert to
For you
table
now
now.
to convert to table now.
Yes, yes, yes.
My voice is echoing.
My
Let
voice
me
is
let me
echoing.
log out and log in back.
Let me log out and log in back.
No, let
Mhm.
the triple mute
So let
first.
the
Triple
triple
mute
mute
comes.
first. Because it comes.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Clearly.
Okay, I heard you. Thank you. So for me, what I do most times, once I have a data set, I've cleaned the data set. All I need to do, I just convert my data set to table. How do I convert to table? I know we've been taught before in class. It's just to press anywhere on the data set. You press Control T. Let me use that our assignments, this thing, our assignments data set. I know that one is not okay. Let me use another data set and convert it to table.
Sorry, did you say you tap at the center, then you press Control C? Please correct me.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
When you said at your data set, you just click at the center and Control T.
Yes,
You
click
mention Control
Control T. Just press Control T. I want to use another table and do that so that you let me demonstrate it. So let's pick maybe that our assignment. Okay, let me use this our assignment table for it. I'll need to share my entire screen. Stop sharing. Share entire screen. Okay. Now look at, can you see this table? This was the March sales data that was given for us for the assignment. Can you see this table?
Yeah.
Okay. All I need to do, just press anywhere on the data set. Then you press Ctrl T. Then it will tell you create table. Automatically, once you press Ctrl T, it will select the entire active cell where we have data on, and then ensure that this my table has header is ticked, so that when you click OK, it will bring it up as header, and then you just click OK. That's all. It will just change to table. The moment it changes to table, there's an additional tab that will appear called table design. Table design. If you look at this my table, there's no table design here, but this one, because this is now converted to table, is now a table what design. I can now change it to any table style I want. Any table style I want. That's all, nothing much.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. And please, let's also remember, once you are given the data in CSV and you want to work on that data, the first thing you need to do is to convert first to Excel. Excel workbook first. CSV is more like a plain, it recognizes those data as a plain text, and it cannot create additional worksheets. When you save it and open it back, you might not see those other additional worksheets that you have created. So the best bet first is to convert your CSV data file, convert it to Excel book. That's the first thing you need to do. How do you go about it? Click your file, you click your save as. Hope you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Click your save as.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. And then on this format, this is the name of the file. You come here, make sure you select Excel workbook. When we downloaded that data set, that file, it's going to download in this format, CSV. So, but when you are converting it to Excel workbook, at this point, look at the second field, drop down arrow. It's your Excel book, and then you click save. That's all. So you are free. You can duplicate worksheet, and you are good to go and save it, and you can come back and meet it. So that's that. Then let's look at other part of the VLOOKUP. Now the good thing about table is, once you are looking out for, you work for a value in a particular column, automatically, like when we're doing the customer segments, I don't need to, once I do it for the first cell and I'll begin to drag down. The advantage of table is that once you do it for the first cell, that's a table. Excel will run down the same function. Is going to run it across the entire column. So you don't need to start dragging down after doing it for the first thing. So that's the advantage of table. And also, like, if I had worked for this first one, I don't need to do this one. All I need to do is to do what? It's just to drag down. And it will give me the second one. I don't need to do it separately. Once I've done for this first ID, all I need to do is just to drag down. And it will give me the name for this particular lookup value. So let's look at the next one, the problem 1B. They said, using the sales data set tab, let's pull the sales channel for each distributor ID. The sales channel for each distributor ID. I'll remove this. I've done this before, but let me remove this. Now, what are we looking at? The lookup value is distributor ID. Based on the lookup value for distributor ID, they now want us to get what? The sales channel. If we look at our data, sales channel is on which column? What's the column index number for sales channel?
Column E.
Five.
Column E. So what's the column? What is the column index number?
Five.
Five, exactly. Because this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Are we together? We can still use VLOOKUP because the lookup value is on the left column. Remember, VLOOKUP goes from left to right. So we can use VLOOKUP for this. So I'll do my equals to VLOOKUP. My lookup value is what? This. And then, comma, what's my table array? I go to my table. Remember, I select what? The first header, distributor ID. Oh, my shift and shift control. I press the right arrow. It will select the entire heading. And then I want to select the entire row. I'll press my down arrow. Still holding my shift and control. Then, comma, what's the next thing? My column index number is what? 5. Comma, we use our exact match. That's all. Click enter. That's all. You can always confirm this. Just pick up this value. Come to the data set, do your Control F, Control V, and click on find. You will see that, look at the value here. Look at the lookup value. If once you stretch down your this thing, your select that particular row, you see that the sales channel is what? Retail. So we are good to go. I don't need to do for the others. All I just need to do is just to drag down. That's all. And I'm good. Are we together?
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Chukura, can I ask something? Hello?
Okay.
Yeah,
Fire down.
Okay, when you're
Fire down.
selecting-
Fire down.
Okay, when you're selecting the array, you must just select the whole table. Can you just select from the first column to probably maybe in this case column E, which is the sales channel?
Sorry, I can't hear you. It's echoing. What did you say? When I'm selecting,
When you're selecting the array, can you hear me?
okay, okay, the table array. Okay.
You must just select the full table, or can you just select from the first column to, like in this instance, the sales channel column?
Okay, yes. That's a good question. Usually, for some people, for some persons, they only select the column that is within the lookup value and what they want to get. For example, for some persons, they will select from ID and then stop at sales channel since that's what they want to do. Are we together? They can just select from column A to column E. But me, I like selecting the entire table. The reason being that tomorrow, if I come and change sales channel and I want to work on something else, maybe I'm no longer interested in sales channel. I want to look at what's the unit price based on the lookup ID. All I need to do is once I change this to my unit price, I just come to the formula and redirect my column index number and I'm good to go. For example, if I'm no longer interested in sales channel, I want to get the product code, or let's say for example, the revenue. My revenue is which column? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to get my revenue. If I change here to revenue, and then my revenue is on column 10. I just come here and change here to 10. I'm good to go. And then I drag down because I've selected the entire column. I put together. That's why for me, I like selecting the entire column. Because for some persons, where they even use their distributor name as a lookup value, they might not even need to select the distributor ID. If you are looking at, okay, the lookup value is a distributor name, and you now want to get the revenue or the sales channel, some person will just select column B to column E. But where there's a change in your lookup ID and what you are looking out for, that means you might still need to go back and change the selection of your table array. That's why for me, I usually select the entire column. That's all. There's no big deal. That's the reason why I select the entire column.
Okay,
So nothing much.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's look at the next question. Okay. I think the whole of this were out. They are giving us a distributor ID and they want us to pull out the sales channel, the quantity, and the revenue that relates to this lookup value for the distributor ID. The whole of this. Then with this, what is the sales channel? What is the quantity? And then what is the revenue? We'll go over again. It's the same thing. We can use VLOOKUP. Why? The lookup value is from the left down. So I'll do equals to VLOOKUP. Then I'll select my lookup value is this. I'll press comma. Then my table array. I select the entire table. Shift. All I do first, I press the first header. Shift control, right arrow, shift control, down arrow. That's the entire table. And then I press comma. What are we looking out for? What are we looking out for? Sales channel. So we're looking out for sales channel. My sales channel is on which column?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll just put my 5 here. Comma, exact match. Close my brackets. Is that not? I do my quantity. What is my column index for quantity? 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Abi? So I go over for my quantity. The same thing. I don't even need to do anything. All I need to do, I'll just copy this formula. Come and paste it on my quantity. And then change my column index number to 8. That's all. Quantity. For my revenue is 10. We have done that before. Select this. Put my revenue. And then column index number to what? 10. I'm good to go. That's all. And then I drag the whole of this. That's all. Nothing much. And we are done with that question. Any question? Any contribution? You see the advantage of selecting the entire table. When I did the first one, all I needed to do was to copy the function and then drop it on T, and then all I needed to change was the column index number. But if I have just selected the table array for that sales channel, I selected from this to this, I will not be able to do that. because my table array has expanded when I want to do for quantity. So I'll have to now go back and go and select the table array that will include both the words. Do you understand? So that's the advantage of selecting the entire table. Any question? Any question? Any contribution? Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
This is sharp. This is sharp.
Can we try the X lookup with this data we have?
S lookup, okay. But you know, okay, we can try S lookup. It's H lookup. S lookup, we can try S lookup. Someone is asking, is the brainstorming class being recorded? Well, okay, it's been recorded actually. It's been recorded. Alabi, can they say mine is not working? Please, can you unmute and tell us what the issue is? Or that has been resolved?
No, I was trying to convert the table, but it's not working here.
It's not working?
Maybe I didn't get what you were saying. Yes.
Okay. Okay, what you would do is, maybe we can allow you to share your screen. Can you say you can share your screen, Abby? So look at what you did.
I'm currently using my phone. Can I use my phone back camera
using your
to show
phone.
you what I'm doing? Yes, I'm using my phone.
Okay,
Then I'm using my
okay, well, with your phone, I'm not sure we'll be able to see it very well. What you need to do is very simple. Just select on any, just click on any cell of within the data set. Then you press Ctrl T. Ctrl T. There should be a dialog box coming up that says create table. Ctrl T. T.
Yes, I've
T for
seen the
Tolu.
table.
Okay.
Yes,
What is the table saying? Create table, Abi?
Create table, yes.
Then you say my table has header. Ensure that that box is ticked. Is it ticked?
It's ticked, yes.
Then click OK. That's all.
Okay, they are telling me there's a problem with this formula. I don't know.
Formula.
Can I help?
Formula.
Can I
It doesn't
help?
formula. Okay. Sure, you can.
On your ribbon, can you see anything like format as table on your ribbon? That's under home. Can you see anything like format as table after conditional formatting?
Yes,
Click on that format as table. You will see a lot of table design. Just click on one, it converts it automatically to a table.
Okay. Thank you so much.
It worked, right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Izu, on which of the ribbon, please? Is it on
home? Yes,
not
under
sure I know that
home.
one.
Very close to condition. Yes, very.
Under home.
You know, Control T doesn't work on my Excel. That's what I've been always using. Control T doesn't work on my Excel. You will press Control T from now to Jerusalem. It will not work. It will not work. It will not, that dialog box that you say doesn't come up. So that's what I've always used.
Okay, that's fine. At least I've learned that one tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay. The next one is someone is saying, okay, we can use let's S lookup. What's the difference between S lookup and V lookup? S lookup, H lookup, V lookup, H lookup, S lookup. What's the difference? For V lookup, it look up for value from your left side of the data set to your right. Your age lookup, VLOOKUP is vertical lookup or colon lookup. Your age lookup is horizontal lookup or row lookup. If you want to do age lookup, it means your table has to be arranged, not column. Your table needs to be arranged in a row form. What it means is your headings will have to be your row. That's what it means. If you want to use your age lookup, you understand? For this, our table is in column format, so we can't use age. You can't use age lookup for this. You have to convert it. That means you have to transpose your table. That's what it means. You transpose your table for you to use age lookup. Then S lookup or in format, your S lookup should work. But let's conclude with this age lookup. Then we can now look at the other. There's somewhere I'm going to actually. So let's finish with this first. Now the next one is next VLOOKUP with if error, and pull the name associated with the distributor ID. When you hear the word next, means you are combining more than one functions together. That's all. You understand? Now, for this one, distributor ID, for country, for name, for revenue. Let's just quickly look at this. There's somewhere I'm driving at. Equals to VLOOKUP. Our lookup value is this, comma, and then my table array. I select my first ID, hold my shift and control, right arrow, then down arrow, comma. Then what are we actually looking out for? Country. Okay, we're looking out for country. My country is in which column?
3.
My country is in 3, Abi.
Yes.
3. Then exact match. My name. What is my name? My name, that's column 2, Abi. Why my revenue is column 10. So let's quickly do that. I just copy this. Paste it on my name. The name, we're looking at the column index number is 2. Enter. I do the same thing here. Control, paste. Then my revenue is what? 10. Then enter. I then select the 3 of them I've done, and then I drag it down. Can you see what I'm saying?
Why is it giving you some NA value? That's an error value.
An error value. And who can tell me why is it giving me an error value?
Because those
and the others are correct.
TechStars1, those values are not available on the data already. So even if you go and find or search on the data, you won't find it.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. And now you are asking Excel, look up for this distributor ID. Let's even do search. Control F, Control V, enter. It will tell you we couldn't find what you were looking for. Click option for always. So because based on your formula, Excel has used this as lookup value, and he has gone through the array, the table array, and noticed that there is no distributor ID for 30000. So it will now return it as what? Error. Are we together?
Yes.
So what do we do in this situation? Because I need to get my total revenue. Can you see? Because of this non-applicable, it's giving me NA, error, as my total revenue. So I need to do something about it. So what do I do?
Use if error.
God bless you. That's the essence of this problem 2A. I'll use what? If error. I'll say if, I just introduce it there. I'm not changing anything. If error, Abby. Then they said if error value. Value is the lookup value. If it's correct, give me the lookup value. If it's not correct, value if error. I'll now decide to put, I said no data found. No distributor ID found. Distributor ID found. That's all. So instead of it giving me that error now, it will now, since there is no ID for 3000, instead of returning error, return no distributor ID found. I'll do. I don't need to waste time. I just copy the whole of this. I know that my here is 2. I'll just put this. Come here to 2. And it's the same thing here. Come here and change it to 10. I'll do the same thing for this. So with what I have done here, so to be on a safe distance, so I don't begin to do them one now. The beginning, because the question is next VLOOKUP with if error. So from the beginning, let me just introduce it here. From the beginning, I'll just do this. I'll paste this. Paste it here. And then do you know what I did? Because I've done it for this row, I'll just come here, copy, and paste it on the first row. Automatically, I've nested the VLOOKUP with the if error. The same for this, same for this. I'll select the whole of this and drag down. Can you see the change now? I can now get my what? My total revenue for $1,242 $36. Even if I select the whole of this, check my what they call this bar safe status bar. You see the sum as 1,000. Look at where my overing 1,242.36. So that's the essence of if error. Because if we don't do that, there is no way we can determine the total revenue for this. So I'll just introduce the if error function to the VLOOKUP so that where you now see the lookup value, instead of giving me an error, tell me no, you can put anything. So people can write no data. So people can write not found. Whatever you use here, this is just a string. And we are good to go. And it will help me to get my total revenue. Any question? Any question? Any contribution? Let's talk.
Sorry, Mr. Chukura, is leaving it blank okay as well? Because I just did the parentheses.
Sorry?
Put anything inside.
Is what? Leaving it blank?
Yes. Not putting any.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Without putting anything, Abby. No problem. We can do something. But the challenge is, when it will work actually, but to become blank. But the challenge is when you present the report and somebody is seeing an empty cell, they might not be meticulous enough to go and probably put their cursor on it. And they begin to ask, why is this place empty? And you're not telling them, you might not be there to even explain. Your own is just to do it and send the report. And so that's why once the person look at it, the person will say, there's no distribution ID, and it's self-explanatory. But leaving it blank, it will also work actually. What it means is I'll just remove this. I'll just remove this and it will be blank. Also, I just want to try it. Look at it. You see, it will be blank. But when you now send this report, you might not be there to explain. So to save yourself all this necessary, so once the person looks at the report, the person can tell without you being there that, oh, that means there is no distributor ID for 3000 for 30,000, 40,000, and 35,000. And so the person will understand. The person doesn't need to call you and begin to ask you, why is this place blank? Do you understand? That's the essence of using string, actually. Are we together? Any question?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Question? Okay. Any question? Question. Okay, thank you. Still in transit as well. Okay, age join. Sorry, I don't understand this. You said age join.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. So we can move further, Abi?
Please just hold on. I'm still trying to do my own before you move forward, Abeg.
Okay. I'm holding on. Please, if you have any contribution or any questions, you can always drop. You can always ask. Okay, I'm with you.
Please, can you go over that if error again?
Yeah,
I didn't get
okay, I
the
should go
if
through the
error.
if error again. Okay, no problem.
Please, thank
Okay,
you, sir.
I'll go over it. No problem. Oh yeah, let's go over the if error. If error. Sorry. If error, then I'll nest it with what? VLOOKUP. My lookup value is this, comma. My table array. I go to my table. I'll select the first header. That's my distribution ID. Hold my shift control, right arrow to select the entire header, and then down arrow to select the entire row. And then the next one is what is the index column? What are we looking for? We're looking for what? Country, right? So I'll go to my country is in which column? Column 3. I'll put my 3. Then exact match. So that's my VLOOKUP. That is the if there is no error, give me the value if it is true. Then if there's error, I'll now put let me change it to no data. No data found. Then I close my colon. That's do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Then I'll just copy the formula. That's the essence of this select my entire table. I'll copy the formula, copy it on my name. I know my name, it has a column index number of 2. Enter. My revenue has a column number of 10. Enter. I select first and then I double click. It will just select to do everything, the others on me. So I don't need to do them one after the other. You understand? Another benefit of a table is if we're using the normal data sets, if I don't do an absolute reference for the range, the table array, the moment if I drag it down to the second one, the table automatically leave the first row and jump to the second and select an additional empty cell. So I need to do an absolute referencing by using my dollar signs. Absolute reference the colon, absolute reference the word, the rule. Do you understand? But if it is stable, you don't need all that. You don't need to do absolute referencing. Once you have done the first one, just drag it down and you are good to go. That's another advantage of converting your data table after cleaning. Are we together? Okay, Deborah, your hand is up. Oh yeah, Deborah, speak. Thy servant heareth. Deborah.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Okay, good
Can you
evening,
hear me?
Deborah.
Yes, good
Loud and
evening.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I was having issue with my own Excel. I don't know, maybe it's my Excel version that because I've been trying the if function and it's giving me error. I don't know, maybe it's because of my Excel version. My Excel version is 2010, and I don't know, maybe that's the reason why I'm not getting it. I don't know, or maybe there's something I'm not getting in the
No, the formula
because
come
I've
up.
done it and it gave me error. So I was like, maybe it's my version of Excel I'm using, or I don't know.
Okay, sorry, excuse me. I've not finished. Still in class. But when you did your equals to, the if function, did it come up?
The
Deborah,
when I did my yes, I can
as
hear
in
you.
when you did your equal to use the if function, when you click equal to
Bring
if,
it,
did that function come up?
yes, yes, bring the logicals and the stuff like that.
Sure, definitely it will work. So it's not even a function of your version. If
All
the
right,
function is
let me.
not
I will try
available, when you
it.
click
Make I
equal to and put that function, it will come up. So probably you need to check the argument. But what is it giving you?
It's giving me error, telling me I didn't put in the parentheses very
Are you
well.
using
I did
laptop?
it again,
Are you
and
using
it's still
laptop?
telling me no. I've tried. No, I'm using my phone.
You're using your laptop, Abby? Okay, you're
I'm
using
using
your
my
phone.
phone for the call.
Okay. Okay. You're using your phone for the call. Okay, I see. I see. So, but check. Oh, yeah, what's the argument? But for which particular one exactly? Let me know.
The customer
For which
segment.
Oh, okay, the
No,
customers. So
the customer
the first one that
segment.
we did. Okay, yeah,
Yes,
read
I
your
did
argument
is
for me. Let me
equals
see.
to I did equals to
Oh, yeah, read
if
your
open
argument.
bracket and
Uh-huh.
equals
Uh-huh.
to if open bracket and it's giving me open when I click on the
Uh-huh.
customer type. Mine is not bringing the customer type as in customer. It's giving me on the customer type is on column D. It's giving me DD.
It's giving you
Hello,
D.
can you hear me?
No, don't
Yes,
select
it's
follow
D
me.
correct.
column D
Correct.
I'm
It's
with you.
correct now.
equals
DD
to
means
open
Yes, colon
DD
DD.
means
the
Yeah,
from the
whole
colon DD.
beginning to
customer
the
Yes.
type.
end.
Select the entire column. Okay. Yes, it's okay.
Open equals to
Yeah,
open
continue.
brackets member close bracket. The same thing with
Your member,
rating
is it in
Q
no, your member,
open and
is it in
close.
quotation mark?
Yes.
Okay.
and the
Yeah, continue.
rating after the member there is comma, then the rating greater equals to
Okay.
7, close bracket, comma,
Mm-hmm.
then open
Mm-hmm.
quotation
Quotation.
lawyer member, close, yes, open
Okay.
quotation lawyer member, and that's what I did for others who are under. And when I get to potential customer, the same thing. And when I wanted to, and I put comma also, open quotation new customer, and I closed like 2 or 3 times, but it's not giving me what is there. I don't know, maybe I didn't put in the close bracket very well.
How many your brackets? How many brackets at the end?
It is 3.
3.
Yes.
Okay. Up on the next criteria, you're using if and also if and
Yes, I use even for all the arguments.
criteria. Argument. Okay. Okay. We're
I'll
not
try
seeing
it
your.
again
Wish
now.
we're seeing your laptop. Okay, just try, Sha. Just try.
I'll
Just try.
keep
There's
trying.
something.
So that's
Something
why I
is wrong.
said let me know. If something is wrong with my, I'll try to check it. I'll try to look at it. Thank you
Okay.
very
No
much.
problem. No, you're
Yes.
welcome.
If you can take a screenshot, Mr. Shukura, take her back to that one so that you
Uh-huh.
can take a screenshot and replicate exactly what she's saying. Then if she's still having an issue, she just screenshot what she has and send it to you directly on Slack so you could help her with it.
Okay. Okay. We can even use this. Let me use this one that we have not even. So I'm doing it again. Can you see my screen? The one without table.
Not yet.
Hmm?
Not yet. Let me see. Okay.
Can you see my
I
screen?
present, but I've not seen your. I'm seeing your screen. Yes, I can see it.
Okay, you can see. Uh-huh. Okay, let's go from here. We said equals to if
Yes.
and Abby.
Yes.
Then we
Yes.
go to customer DD. Is that not? Abby?
Yes.
If your
Yes.
this is equals to, yeah, give me the condition. Is equal to what? Member.
Is equals to
Abby?
member.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Close quotation.
Comma.
Comma.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
QQ greater than equals to 7. Close brackets.
Okay. Okay. My own here is SS. This is where my rating is. Abby? Then
Yes.
greater than or equal to 7.
7.
Abi?
Yes.
Is
Close
that not?
brackets.
Close the
Yes.
bracket. Comma, loyal customer.
Yes. Open up as a loyal customer. Loyal member.
Loyal customer. Member. Abi? Then, comma,
Yes.
we move to the next
Yes.
one. If
If I
and
open
the
brackets.
same DD,
Yes.
Abi?
Yes. Equals
Comma,
to
is equal to what? Yeah, give me
open
the second
member.
criteria.
Member.
Equals to member also. Okay.
Yes. Close comma.
Then,
QQ. That's the
comma,
rate.
the rating. Uh-huh.
Greater than
What's the
7.
criteria for the
Close.
rating? Okay.
Greater
Greater than
than
7.
7.
7,
Close
Abi?
bracket.
Is that not?
Yes.
Close
Yes.
bracket. Then, what
That's
customer segment is it?
standard member.
Sorry?
Standard
Standard
member.
member. Yep. Abi?
Next one, if
Then comma.
yes.
Then the next criteria, if and
Yes.
the same DD equals to what?
Yes.
Normal.
Normal. Yes.
I'll put it in quotation.
Yes. The rating.
Normal. Abi? Then
Yes.
my rating, which is S, is what? What's my
Greater than
rating?
equal to 7.
Less than?
Greater than equal.
Okay, greater than or equal to
Is it
7.
less than equal
Greater
to
than or
7?
is it less than or greater than?
Greater than or equal to 7.
Greater than. Greater than.
Okay, greater than or equal to 7. Yeah. Greater than or equal to 7. Abi?
Potential.
So what customer is that?
Yes. Potential customer.
Potential customer.
Okay.
Otherwise, new
Okay.
customer. Have you seen?
Yes.
Sorry, the second
Yes.
argument is actually less than 7, not greater than 7.
He said?
The second argument
The
is
second
actually
argument.
less than 7.
Is it for standard?
For, yes, for standard.
Okay, yeah, the second argument is less than 7 for standard. Thank you.
Yes. And then
It's
the
less
first
than
one,
7.
loyal customer, not loyal member.
Okay, let's go through it. The first one is customer type is member, rating is greater than or equal to 7. Loyal customer.
Yes.
It's actually loyal customer, not loyal member.
Loyal customer, yes.
Loyal customer.
Okay. Okay, then maybe when I was using member
Rating
was
less
the
than
wrong
7,
thing.
standard member. Okay.
All right.
Then your normal.
You should
DD equal
change
to
the other
normal,
one.
greater than equal to
Not
say potential customer, then
standard
customer.
member. Should be standard
Sorry?
customer. Standard
Okay,
customer,
I
not
want to be
It's standard
member.
customer.
member, not standard customer.
Oh, sorry,
No, it's
member.
standard member.
Standard member. Yeah, it's
Okay,
standard
okay.
member.
It's standard member. Standard member. Then potential customer, then new customer. I think we're good. Then I close the first one. This for the first one, the second argument, the third argument. That's all. And enter. Something is wrong. There's an apostrophe somewhere. Let me see. Okay. I've seen something. I'm supposed to have it. I want to put full stop instead of comma.
All right.
Did you see
I'll
this?
check
That's
mine.
why. So we are good.
All right.
So you need to check it.
Right.
You see, because this one now is
No
not
problem.
table. It's only the first one. I'll now need to just double click. Excel ran out of resources while attempting to calculate. Okay, that's fine. So we are no. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. It's giving me all new customer. It's giving me all new customer. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Why? Why is it giving me new customers? For everything, it's giving me new customer. Why? Hmm? Who can tell me? It's giving me new customer. Why?
You have a suggestion.
My laptop is acting out. Okay.
Hello, sir. Instead of that DD,
I'm with you.
why not? Instead of that DD, why not use D2 through D? I think 1000 something, the end of the road.
Let's try that one first.
Exactly.
No, that's
Or
not the
just
issue, really.
select one
That's not
cell,
the
not the
issue.
whole cell.
That's not the issue. That's not the problem. Excel understands that it will start from D2. Do you get? Excel understands or knows already
Yeah.
that is going to start from D2.
But why is he giving me
So
this one? Is he giving me all
Can
of
you
them?
just do
error,
Control
which one
Z
are we
first?
solving
Let me
for?
see. Do Control Z first. Let me see if because he gave you the correct this thing before now, Abi.
This was not on this one. Oh. The correct, he gave me the correct one on table, not on this one. I'm doing it on because of her. I'm doing it on the data set without table. That is not converted to table. Because say if his member and is greater, this one is already
Oh,
greater
you
than
removed
7.
it already. Please wait. I'm trying to figure out where the problem is coming from.
You did not do
Yes,
absolute referencing.
No, it's not about absolute
he said,
referencing.
it's not about absolute
Because this is not a
referencing.
table now,
It's not
Abi.
about absolute referencing.
You have to do
But even at that, it's not about absolute. This one will automatically go on its own, autofill. Please don't. I'm trying to use your formula to figure out
I
what
think,
is going wrong. So DD member,
okay.
what member this. Please remove the. Okay, sorry. SS7.
When you have
Okay.
issues like this, you don't even need to look at the string. What you are looking at for the member, hope is spelled correctly. 1. You understand?
Exactly.
Normal. Is it spelled correctly? And I've looked at it. They are all spelled. My issue is with the low. The issue is as Excel is looking at on this customer, make sure what you spell as member is what you spell as member here. Let's see something. Or let's try what Joy said. Let's see. Let's try what Joy said. Let's do this. So do this. Wait, I seen it. I have seen it. I've seen where we get it wrong. I've seen it.
The new customer.
I've
Okay. What's the correction? What's the correction?
I think it's from the formula.
Okay. No, that's not.
The
I
formula
thought
where you have the
we
new
didn't capture the
customer.
rating
Can
part.
you remove the spacing
The
first?
space is not too much.
The what?
The
The
spacing between
spacing.
the
Check your exactly.
exactly.
So try it. Let's see.
The what?
Also do the same for standard member. There are a lot of spacing in it.
Yeah, standard members. So
Mm-hmm.
It's not
okay, let's
working.
try.
This first one is not supposed to give me standard member. It's not supposed to even give me new. It's not supposed to
New customer.
give me customer.
It's supposed to give you loyal customer.
Because this is look at exactly. It's
The
supposed to
rating
give me
is
loyal
9.1.
customer
It's supposed
because
to
my
give you
member
loyal customer.
loyal
Oh,
customer.
there's
Yeah,
something wrong with our formula.
yeah, it's supposed to try what Joy is saying.
And
Let's try what Joy is saying. Let's select this. And select this. And then for this. go to the where's it written?
Where's it written? Okay.
This.
I wrote you.
Abi,
Abi.
yes, let's
Yes.
do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Copy this.
Okay, now I understand what happened to you. See, you already used. Okay, you've changed already. So the SS, please still change the SS. S to S.
Yes, I'm taking it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think we are good here. I've changed it in Abi. S2 to
Okay, so
101
let's
G,
try.
S2 G. Oh no. It's not working. Okay. I know why.
Why?
Everything video is correct. Do you know why?
Why?
He's not seeing my rating as number. He's seeing it as text. Look at it. The formatting is general. Do you understand?
I don't think
Change
I
the rating.
understand.
Let's see now. Change the rating.
Yes,
Let's see.
let's try.
And let's try it now.
Yes,
Let's select
let's select this.
Let's select it
Let's
to
select it
number.
to number.
To number. Let's see. 7. Okay. But that's not it though. That's not it. Why?
You can try using the cell, like just D2 and see if that works. Like just that first cell. You don't have to select everything.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't get you know me.
I said just
You said this
select
D2.
D2, yes, like not the whole cell, like just D2 for the formula for member. Then the one for rating, just select S2. Try that, it's going to work.
Exactly. It will work.
Okay.
It will work. Let's do it. That's the advantage why this thing is not table. It will work. So that because when we drag, so that this second one will move to D3. The S2 will move to S3.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason, what's up? You understand? That's the disadvantage when this thing is not table. It will work.
All right.
It will work because this is not table.
Okay.
So it has to pick it individually. Do you understand?
All right.
So that when I now drag, it will now move to S3. The second one should be X3, D3, S3. The third one should be, do you understand? That's the way it should go because this is not a table. I think we're good here.
It's table.
Correct.
No, so
because it's not a table. So that when I
now
drag,
to change
when I now drag, it will come here to D3. Can you see?
All right.
As I move to the second to D3, S3, D4, S4, D5, X5. Do you understand? Because this is not a table. If it was a table now, it would have worked.
But mine wasn't a table, and this was not the formula I used, like the syntax. Do you get? I used the
entire
previous
column,
one you used, but it worked. Yeah, but it worked for mine. But thank God we've gotten
Yeah,
it
I wouldn't
anyway.
know, sha, but yes, yes, yes.
Is it that Excel functions differently?
How did
So
you get the first one?
we are good to go now. How did you get the first one? Which one?
Okay, did
Okay,
you?
your initial one was because it was a table. The initial one you got was because it's a table.
Yes, that one. Look at this one. It's because it's a table. That's the advantage. Do you understand? And if you even look at it, if I even me, I should have even known. Look at this one I used. Look at what he did. He said at customer type. He didn't select it as a range. Do you understand? That's the advantage of this table.
Okay,
He didn't select it, he just said at customer type. Means for each of the customer type, as you go to each of the customer type, once it's member and you go to each of the rates, if it's greater than or equal to 7, give me loyal customer. That's why table is sweet when you use your table. I don't need to drag. Once I do the first one, it will populate for the others, and we are good to go. Are we together? Any question? Any question? Any other thing? Any other thing? Okay. That's fine. Okay, I'm following your footstep. Oh, seems like I don't have to do. Okay, please don't set me up. Oh, I'm just following. I'm only doing what you have done before. Mr. Okiki, you are welcome on board. It's an honor to have you on board. Any question, please? Any question, please? Let's go. So even for this one, let's look at this. Say your team has been given a list of transactions that require additional follow-up. Identify the associated distributor below using VLOOKUP. We can do this one now. This one looks similar to this first one that we have done, where we use we nested if error with VLOOKUP. And I explained that the essence of it is where you are asked to get the total, because once it throw up as error, you might not be able to get the total revenue. So that's the essence. And any question? Let's talk. Oh yeah, any question? Shay, over to you. Any other thing we need to look at? Let's so that we can brainstorm together. Any other thing we need to look at?
Mr.
Okay, let's
Chinua.
just try the pivot now. Abi pivot table. Let's just go